Okay, unaongea na Richie. Okay. So mimi nafanya interview nikijibu sasa. Yes. Nimepatana boy ametupenda bana jina yako, amesema anapenda sana.
Vibes, AB. Okay, kuna vile inagongwa na si mayai. Kuna vile unagongewa na si mayai. Si mayai. Kuna vile inagongwa na si mayai. Kuna vile unagongewa na si mayai.
Hello and welcome everyone to FACKTS Africa Music. This is episode 3 and I'm your host Chris Areezy. Leo Kimenya yuko my co-host, lakini I'm more than privileged to host and to be having a guest artist hapa hivi anaitwa Rhymes AB. Tuko naye hapa hivi leo. Yes sir. So Rhymes AB maze. Sijui, I think tutaanza tu na ma interview. Jumejua leo wewe ni co-host even though you're a guest.
Okay.
So I guess unaweza tuambia maze why Rhymes AB?
Rhymes AB
complete.
I'd say hiyo jina Rhymes AB, as in when it comes to my name, it may evolve over time.
Okay.
Nasemanga my music journey imekuwa like ni kama a film scene. When kuna kuanga na different acts when it comes to love, kuna kuanga na a hero's journey.
Yeah.
So for me way back nikiwa primary, sikuwa naitwa Rhymes AB. Nilikuwa naitwa, I had a name, nilikuwa naitwa Gadgets.
Gadget boy.
By then I was doing gospel music.
For real?
So for you, jina Gadgets ilikuwa na meaning like God and Jesus truly saves. Hallelujah.
Wow.
Hallelujah. God and Jesus truly saves.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was the name.
Yeah.
Because Primo tulikuwa na a very dope chaplain. Pia big shout out to Umse man. Umse alikuwa na inaitwaje? Every single Sunday we used to perform.
Okay.
So all from 5th grade all through 8th tulikuwa tunapata hizo chances church.
Wataka tukuulize ilikuwa mwaka gani ama tuache?
Wewe, ni mzee buda, acha tuache. But because of that, na alafu unajua kulikuwa na hiyo limit ya kuimba gospel music. So I had a crew inaitwa Remixers back then, Mimi, G5. So we used to remix ngoma za wasee.
Okay.
So tunaweza chukua like hata kama ni a secular song we remix. Kama ile siji ilikuwa inaitwanga Tichi. Instead of Tichi tunaiweka inakuwa teachings.
Wow, that's great.
So ati wa Kristo wenzangu, unajua Tichi ilikuwa inaitwa T. So sisi yetu ilikuwa gospel. Wa Kristo wenzangu kwani uko aje na hope mko fi? T. Gospel ina bamba tena inashika basi you dance kwa ki T.
Okay.
Usijali manze, unaona?
Yeah.
So tulikuwa tuna remix ngoma secular.
So that's in grade 5 still.
So that is in grade 5. So all through to grade 8, mimi nilikuwa superstar shule.
Wow, okay.
Alafu sasa from that now going to high school now. Pia kukakuwa niyo a certain evolution in terms of the name. So high school nikianza, semi form 1, form 2, sikuwa Rhymes bado. Alafu unajua mimi nasemanga my music evolve over time in terms of what I've been listening to, alafu in terms of the influence.
Okay.
Alafu unajua Rhymes mimi nilikuwa very bougie school. So kuingia high school bana, nani akaniambia, "Hey bro, are you sure you're gonna survive in this school?" Tulitoka Hill School.
Ulitoka Hill School?
I mean nilikuwa Hill School. So kutoka Hill School kwenda saa Nyanza huko ikakuwa like a different shift. But for huko mostly watu walikuwa influence ilikuwa dancehall. Get. So kulikuwa na the Gully, sijui Gaza, sijui kama when ni mse wa hip hop, when you are hip hop, kama ni mse wa dancehall, when you are dancehall. So mimi nilikuwa naimba dancehall from 1 from 2. So nilikuwa na nene but hapo sasa jina yangu ilikuwa Creature Pandi Player. So kulikuwa na hiyo shift. But sasa from now, from 3, from 4 now, that's where Rhymes AB came about. Okay. Because now sasa hapo ndo influence yangu ya hip hop ilianza.
Umesema shule gani sasa?
Nilikuwa St. Joseph's. High school. Big shout out man.
Unakonga bad.
But from 3, from 4 nikaanza kuevolve because now I used to listen to a lot of hip hop and I used to rhyme a lot.
Okay.
So manze every time nilikuwa naingia tu semeka ni art room. We used to have an art room, so every time kuna msee ana drum mimi na freestyle. ama una drum freestyle na drum but so every time I freestyle ilikuwa lazima iishe na something grow flow blow gross boss nini like ukirap inaenda na
umesema ulikuwa unaingia art like daro ya art ndio
daro ya art
so ulichukua art as a subject ama ulifanya
nilichukua art as a subject.
You did art as a subject.
Art as a subject.
So you never studied music though in high school?
No, I'd say music nimelearn too like I'd say nile personal inaitwaje. But kuna different points yenye nilienda easy music school. Lakini kulearn guitar, kulearn to a few elements, but when it comes to now the production aspect nimejifunza. Because kuna ile
Okay, go ahead, sorry.
Because kuna ile like because mimi nasema as in I thank God for Primo because kulikuwa na hiyo platform. High school tulijicreate the platform because hakukuwa na any music related course ama music related subject. So we did music. So every single ikifika 5:30 ile time watu wanaenda game sit ko art room tuna drum na we are making music. Ilikuwa like a gig bro. Kuna Java. So ilikuwa crazy. Alafu from now kutoka high school kuja campo now that was also another different shift.
Where you've had like 3 kwanza ukiwa tu shule you know like
but the name Rhymes AB ilikuja nikiwa high school because I used to rhyme a lot.
Okay.
Watu walikuwa wanita uba kuna rhymes, uba kuna rhymes.
So umesema high school
kuna rhymes.
High school. But let me ask you so nakumbuka high school ilikuwa na maybe funky kwa shule ama maybe umeenda shule nyingine nakumbuka kuna design mademo walikuwa nakuja bado machali watakuimpress madem so maybe uko kwa daro mna rhyme mimi kuna mtu anapiga beats pale kuna unapata tu
hiyo card
fulani amekuja na dance mbogi fulani na dance wengine rap zika ulijipata kwa station
mimi nasema hiyo card ya kuimba I used it once na it worked very perfectly because nilipata ule dem nilikuwa na dai nikiwa hiyo ni story but funky it worked because mimi nilikuwa pale nikaanza tu kuimba. Unajua kai ni msanii unaimbaga tu. Unajipata una rap ama una nini. Sasa nikaimba mimi naona ama demo wote wametana. Lakini si hao wote nataka kuna ule ndo niko ndani. Unaona but at the end of hiyo inaitwaje? At the end of that nilipata what I wanted. But for me I was a very chill type of person. I was very shy nikiwa high school and shit. Sikuwa madem kai
but that was coming to that kuleta hakuna time in any time in moment because umejua kwa msanii I guess I'm saying it from a personal level kuna vile pia you don't want to just expose yourself to people hivyo maybe you like music so when was it for you liamwa tu let me go you know naweza anza ku rap tu mbele ya watu naweza anza ku rhyme.
I think for me that point ilikuwa now primary when I was in class 5 I realized hey boss naweza andika ngoma I can actually write something that makes sense. So from there your interest comes to grow because mimi growing up I've also had music influences from different people. Mzaya alikuwa anapenda rumba inaitwaje hizo zilizopendwa vibes so that was his. Alafu mimi pia nilikuwa napenda ukisikia kofi pale samukule nene unaona you start liking because mzaya wako ana like.
That's true.
Alafu I had an uncle mwenye alikuwa anapenda zile 90s R&B. So unapata hata unaanza kupenda ase because of that particular influence. I had another uncle anapenda reggae unaona. So for me niliacha kujilimit in terms of a particular genre. Yes, I loved hip hop because the first artist I ever listened to nilikuwa like sheesh ni Nas, unaona one mic nilikuwa kwa matatu I was a kid one mic ikaanza nikakuwa like bro mse ameandikaje hii stuff mpaka niko hapa na listen to it mpaka niko like wow I'm super impressed by how umse pen game yake na nilikuwa mtoi man but nikasema you know what hata mimi nataka kufanya stuff but I wanted to do it in a Kenyan setup not sasa the gun violence and nini because me hakuna gun violence hapa but how can I do it in a way that it can also be impactful the same way na watu wa like the music unaona
so umesema Nas as a kid and you know as a kid pia niko sure ulikuwa unasikizishwa a lot of local music najua umeongelea zilizopendwa from Zaire reggae and nini when it come to Kenyan music per se ulikuwa unasikiza kina nani mostly ulikuwa na look up to as a kid?
Me I'd say watu walini create your shift like in terms of now urban music. I'd say Camp Mula.
Okay.
at a point like, but sasa ile ilikuwa ile like,
but that's
hiyo ni way early, hiyo ni way early.
2015.
When I listened to Kamula for the first time nilikuwa like, guy, is this really
those guys set standards
but now when it comes to now kitambo, I'd say one Cannibal.
Cannibal.
I loved flow ya umsi. Like the way Cannibal alikuwa na flow kwa beat, bro, mimi nilikuwa like, sheesh. Hiyo time ya sijui akina uko fulani maumau nini. Kuna Cannibal alafu kuna one rapper anaitwa Zaka
was also this guy with dreads.
Inintaupa mistari mizani na anita. Guy. Nilisikia umse for the first time nikakuwa like, guy. Like nilikuwa super impressed. Hata ukisikia the cypher, kuna place nasemanga, nimesahau your line. Wanna big up Zaka because of the Mizan. Hiyo ngoma inaitwa Mizan. Yeah. Arsenal walikuwa like, I'd say my early influences in terms of now the boom bap type of feel. But for me, when you listen to my music, kuna zile ngoma napenda kuplay with cadences and flow in terms of ngoma. So always nipata on a boom bap beat niko sana kwa like vile mina tu unaona like nita switch the flow because kwangu inakuanga interesting ku play with patterns and na hiyo pia come about with studying other people like Teme Dax
Dax
the rapper like wacha usikuzi anaimbaga like ule the rapper
when he does the covers token, as well
ukisikia Token, the flow, the technicality, ukisikia Tech 9. I love Tech 9 because of the technicality of the rap. Ukisikia mseka Eminem, like hiyo ku switch syllables hizo after every 4 bars umeenda tu like ngoma tu nikali na AB bado na set ba mziki mimi ndika nasikika nigga unaona like unaona it's very interesting kwangu. So for me that ili influence pia in a way that nikakuwa like, you know what, I'd love to sound like them lakini in my own way. You get uko na a touch of Eminem, a touch of Tech, a touch of Dax, a touch of Wayne, a touch of Nona. So in every single asani wote, yes, kuna wa flow, kuna mwenye bar wise yako bar oriented, kuna mwenye unaona. When for example when I write something like my new song in my debut, before I write something like that, nita listen to Mseka J. Cole. You get because of how deep he is when it comes to writing his craft. So that for me when I write mine now, ingoma ikitoka niko like enyewe in terms of bar wise iko sawa. Kawa ni bar oriented type of guy, unaweza listen to my debut na ikubambe. Because iko na hizo double entendre na pia iko na it's a simple cadence type of track but ni something uta-enjoy because kuna bars zingine zitafanya ufikirie uko like umsalifikiria aje hii bar.
So let me ask, so listening to you speak and explain you know, you're talking about cadences, you're talking about you know, easy types of rap flows. Maybe people out there might not know about cadences, but it shows how passionate you are about music. You know their rap styles, bako unajua style yako. So let me just ask, umesema high school, that's where you started rhyming. So ni wapi ulifika ukafeel sasa umepata yako, unajua your style of, you know, and then maybe you can explain cadences, what it means.
Okay.
Understand.
Okay, what I mean by essentially cadence ni, for example, let me use a practical example. Nikisema nasema God like bado mina make it baby mina switch the snare, unaona, that is the cadence, the flow pattern.
The pattern.
Unaona, ama naweza enda slow kama tunikali na AB bado napo vile mina tema nasema ni mipla, unaona. That's how you switch it. It was very interesting. So for me I learned that through other artists, unaona. Like enda listen to any Tech 9 song.
Tech 9.
Uone how technical he is when it comes to now that. Yes, unasikia the diction, unasikia the flow, the delivery, but at the same time unasikia venye sana anazi-switch. After every 4 bars ana-switch. Hiyo ndo cadence. Unai-switch so that isi sound like monotonous. Ana nimetoka mbali, ziki mimi naandika. Unaona, ukifanya hivyo the whole song, mse ata feel, bro, but ukifanya mimi nimetoka mbali vile mimi titani unaona kuna hiyo utamu fulani you get
that's really taken and then vile umekuwa ukiongea you've been talking about these guys who are very which word should I use ni wala say you know they're not like that commercial you know because there are also these other guys wenye you know wako commercial and they are vibing on a different type of ni hip hop but you know it's kind of different and then it may evolve you know kumbuka from time making a Soulja Boy you know we've had trap soul we've had even the genre from UK right drill tuko na UK drill tuko na you know American drill kuna all these other guys doing this commercial music. I don't know what you think about them and if you listen to them as well.
I think for me music is I usually say music is subjective in terms of what you're listening to, but at the same time one thing I usually tell hata wasanii wenye nakujanga studio never limit yourself as an artist. Ati wewe ni hardcore tu unafanyanga hardcore milele bro, never limit yourself. Kuna different audiences zenye unaweza touch when it comes to your music. Unaona? Mimi ni rapper, mimi I love rapping bro. Mimi ukinipatia beat nita flow. I started off as a freestyler. Unieke any type of battle mimi nita flex. But at the same time mimi pia ni singer. Unaona? Because that thing I noted nikiwa way back high school. When I was in when nikikuwa form 1 form 2 hapo nilikuwa nachapa dance because of the cartel vibes cartel influence akina sijui Tommy Lee and stuff unaona the rhythm influence but when I went to a girls school bro nikachapa hiyo au mademo aliniangalia like bro unasema nini unaona
anakuwa na wana bio sana
but when nikatoka nje nikakuja nikasema you know what let me sing nikaimba bro the response ilikuwa very different. And hapo nika realize, you know what? Music si lazima ujilimit to now ati mimi ni msee hip hop peke yake. Kama unaweza imba bro imba. Kama unaweza chapa sijui gengeton urban chapa. Don't limit yourself. Acha watu wakujue. Mimi nikishika mic enda usikie my debut Evolution, usikie inaitwaje? Usikie Maisha, usikie all the kaini bar junkie, usikie all the bar oriented type of tracks I've put out. You will love them. But pia at the same time utasikia gongo na sima yayo. Unaona? It's a fun song ya miondoko na nini. Unaona? So you try different. Usiaiji limit as an artist ati mimi ni you try different stuff. Uone now what works for you. But mimi sasa it got to a point I realized yes, I'm good at this but let me explore also different sounds because right now my aim ni kuingia commercially. But ukiingia commercially hawezi ingia na uko fulani. Unaona? Hiyo ni zile za kama umemedi umerelax manzia una get but kuna zile ngoma sahi okay kuna urban vibe what can I do yenye na match na labda the same vibe unaona alafu unajua the good thing about music ideas ina coming at random unaona hata hiyo gongo ilikam because nilisikia Flacco anaongelea about gongo nani gongo is trending okay kuna vile ina gongo na si that's a vibe nikaenda created an urban tone reggae type of nitoga ragaton type of beat nikaona you know what iko sawa hata niweke gongo na get
by the way that song is big by the way you guys check out Gongwa it's Gonga right
Gongwa
yeah it's Gongwa by Rhymes AB man that song is a banger madansa najua mnaweza penda kupiga challenge na hiyo
man love kuna challenge man jump on the Gongwa challenge kwa ni dancer vibe to it kama wewe ni unapenda the song use the sound on TikTok tag me on your videos and posting
of course mtaona hapo hivyo imeandikwa Rhymes AB we'll actually take niko sure ni handles zako zote ziko
Rhymes_AB kila mahali
but YouTube Rhymes AB anza na hiyo Gongwa na mwende mgonge notification mgonge like mgonge zote yeah so let's go on a short break and then we'll be back with some more Rhymes AB Chris Areezy on deck of course tukiendelea kuongea mambo muziki let's go
vile unagongewa na sima yai kuna vile inagongwa na sima yai kuna vile unagongewa na sima yai kuna vile inagongwa na sima yai kuna vile unagongewa na sima yai si mayai, si mayai. Manzi yako manzi yetu, kuna vile anapendele kitu, kwanza akiwa kutuna mavitu, acha jitu izame kwa msitu, mwitu.
Back like we never left, Areezy on deck.
Rhymes A to the B, Beast Kakipchoge repping off the 254 to the fullest.
Sasa itabini yana nifanye revision ya intro. Nirudi na ingine ngori. Anyway, so tulikuwa tumeongelea vitu most mazee. Tumeongelea background, tumeongelea all that. So right now tuongelee future because music may evolve to some crazy beats. So for instance, what do you think like of the Tanzania Kenyan industry, music industry? What's the future of Kenyan music industry according to you?
I think for me, music may evolve in terms of hata ukisikia from the likes of now kitambo akina Isa to now akina ukoo fulani to now, hata ukiangalia kumekuwa tuna evolution in terms of hata ukiangalia hata from initongaje Camp Mula, how hip hop evolved. Kuna time tulikuwa tunaambiwa si rap na English, hakuna mtu atasikia, unaona? True. But imefika to a point now everyone is doing his own style na inakubalika. So it's all about just having your own cult in terms of music.
Yeah, that's true.
Because for now a good example ni hata ukicheck ile akina Keithan and this other guy alikuwa anaitwaje Kinoti, yeah. Last year they had a gig at KICC.
Yeah.
Unaona na gig ilijaa. Unaona?
There's this guy also Mutoria, right?
Yeah, kina Mutoria. Yeah. Every type of genre has its own cult. Wewe tu sasa ni unafaa tu kufind where you fit in. Alafu najua sasa sika kitambo ati kulikuwa na gatekeepers, lazima upeleke ngoma kwa radio, sijui TV. Right now unaweza drop ngoma YouTube ama TikTok kuanzisha trend na iende. Unaona? So for now tu ni wewe utilizing the different socials na kuona how you can push your music through promotions and through marketing, unaona? Love say music, it's all about marketing. How are you pushing your brand? Love pia venye unakaa as an artist is very important in terms of having a stylist, taking photos, just having a certain brand identity, unaona? Mimi msee ukiona hii snapback unajua ni rhymes.
That's actually I wanted to come into that fashion scene because what you're saying is you have to have an identity, right? Because I see like for instance Ruga from Nigeria, kuna hiyo eye patch yake and his pink hair. We have actually all wasani most these guys that you actually know, they all have something that identifies them to their craft. So kama wewe, I usually see in your videos you have like this kind of African chain ama necklace, shambala, and then a snapback. Yeah. So najua ule ni AB.
Only rhymes AB.
Yeah, that's true.
So unafaa tu kuwa na a certain identity as an artist. Yenye watu watajua, wakiona hivi wanaona this is rhymes ama this is kali, utaona ameunga kwa aggressive. Ukimwona hivi una feel nikao ku intimidated,
that's him.
Ukiona King Kaka ni ile bouginess, unaona ni kama Ligi So manze, sisi ni flashy life, high style, una get. So every artist akona a different brand identity. Love pia music ina evolve. Never put yourself in a box. Evolve with the music. Put yourself in the box, utakwama back in 1980, unaona?
Uko na mapiano, umepiga?
Mimi niko na every single track, bro.
So like catalog yako imebeba genre zote.
Ni catalog yangu imebeba genre zote, but kuna wale watu wananijua as a hip hop artist, like umseni rapper, but right now what I'm trying to do essentially ni kubreak commercially. Unaona? Just having a lot of commercial tracks. Hata ukisikia Gongo, it's a commercial track. Ukisikia Tuma Fair, it's a commercial track.
But those are my two favorite ones, by the way.
Unaona?
So maybe you should venture more into commercial pia, because you told me you shouldn't bracket yourself. And you've done a lot of these other ones. I've seen you hopping on challenges. Back in the day ulifanya ile the Calligraph one, Calligraph Jones challenge.
Yeah man. Calligraph alinisort. Big shout out. Yeah, that one ilikuwa the ordinary challenge. Hiyo siku nilikuwa nimesota, Kali alinicall fa. Niambia buda niaje, wendo rhymes. Kanipigia kakirus.
But napenda hiyo jua Kali umejua. I think ule mse ameti, he always does something about it. Like kama vile Caterpillar as well in the cypher, what he did, and then even right now they have a new cypher out. Ni vile I don't know, it's no big sana, sijui kwa watu wamesikia sana, but they have They actually, I think, it's kind of a diss track to this, because they had a diss with this Tanzanian guy.
Alikuwa anaitwaje? Mwenye anaitwa Beyonce.
Yeah, this
Ati Beyonce ametoa treki.
Yeah. So amejaribu, you know, you have to go after the best. Now at least amepata his shine kidogo from that. So yeah. So according to you, who would you go after in the industry right now, Kenyan industry?
When it comes to dissing?
Yeah.
Mimi I'm a very peaceful guy, man. Mimi hawezi nipata kwa beefs, man. Labda kama uko na beef na mimi. But one thing nasemanga, tukiekwa na wewe hapo one on one, nipatie mic. Mimi nitakuosha.
Hawezi fanya like doing it now deliberately as a
I don't do it deliberately. Nitakwambia wewe kuja na mic tuende one on one, weke beat to flex. Because unajua mimi when I started, as I said, I started as a freestyler. And the first time I got signed in Juliani, I battled over, nilisainiwa turntables.
Nice.
Hiyo time kulikuanga na Usawa Fest by Juliani 2018, back in the day. Kulikuwa na Usawa Fest, alikuwa anaenda different campuses, anachukua MCs, wana battle it out. Mimi I battled over 40 MCs, nikaosha kila mtu. I'm that good, bro. I'm that confident. Wala. After that kukakuwa na Switch TV freestyle battles, nikakuwa reigning champion for like 3 weeks. Unaona, like nimekuwa inaitwaje? Mimi I'm good in what I do, fam.
So I think what do you think?
Ukitaka tuende that route, tutaenda that route.
So what do you think you're doing that? Because same if you know, you've had a transition, different transitions in the music within the music industry, right? So what do you feel like ile name back, what's remaining for you to get to what you want, and what's actually your vision in this industry?
For me, in terms of I'd say before that question, one thing I usually tell wasanii ni practice, bro. Take 2 hours, hata 1 hour practice. Kama ni kuimba imba. Mimi I practice every single day for like 2 hours ama an hour. Ku freestyle tu, unaweka beat, una listen to. Hata ukiingia kwa Vibes on Vibes, happens every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on TikTok. I usually, watu wananipatianga different words, I freestyle with the words. Unani challenge tu na words, I freestyle. Unaona? Hivyo pia it's a way for me to practice. Unaona? Alafu mimi one thing I feel that imebaki, as I said, ile pesa ya marketing. Marketing is very important when it comes to music. And that's one thing I feel I lack in terms of now. Right now what I'm hunting for is 1, executive producers, 2, I'm an angel investor. You get someone who can essentially pump more money in terms of now the marketing aspect. Because in terms of the music is there, the videos, Zico, Neo to like pushing, because we saw the difference in terms of how Tumafea was pushed by Boomplay. Because when I won Booming on Boomplay, Boomplay wali to endorse in terms of now, 1, we are doing your marketing. 1, we are pushing you on all TV and radio stations. That was different. Tulikuwa on billboards. Ukienda tao, Ngong Road unaniona. Ukienda sijui wapi unaona. That level of marketing is very key for an artist. Hata ukiona any big artist, hata kina Bien. Sasa bado kila mtu anafanya TikTok challenges because it markets the song. Hata Gongwa sasa nimeanza the Gongwa challenge. So many people wanairukia pole pole. Hivyo, but now we need more money when it comes to now promotion na kupush the song even harder. Na hiyo ndo na feel most Kenyan artists lack. Watu wako na good music, but they don't have money for marketing and now branding. That's
what beats me, because we have so much talent.
We have so many.
You cannot say there's no talent.
Equal.
So say you're like, by the way, why is this guy not blown? Why is this guy? You have so many titles, you know, that you've won per se, when it comes to battling it out, when it comes to just involving yourself in a big project out there, but still you're not, you know, you're not even bigger than someone who's a fraud in the industry right now, because we have people who are on top, and honestly, you know, they shouldn't be having that much. But someone like you, you know, personally I'd say, you know, you're supposed to be soaring in the industry. So let's say ni support, hakuna ile support yenye maybe unahitaji yenye hujapata kutoka probably kwa gava, kutoka kwa the industry itself, you know.
But I'd say we are in a growing industry, you know. Na vitu zina happen pole pole, and I'm glad kuna so many initiatives zinaanza sahi. Hata right now hiyo pia essentially like the booming on Boomplay venye ili happen last year, mimi ilinifungulia doors. I can't complain. Hata ukiona hiyo the Nadia, we had the 7 series cypher.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Tulikuwa like over 800 submissions, but only 7 were chosen. Unaona? So it shows you that our 7 ni wanoma. You get?
Jomil's being one of them.
Jomil's alikuwa hapo.
But that's how we all met. Met you through that Nadia
so unaona
initiative.
So unaona such things ndo zinafanyanga now people get to know kumbe kuna rhymes, kuna affinity, kuna mills, kuna worldwide, kuna unaona.
That's true.
So through that hizo such initiatives ndo zinasaidia.
But it's funny because the
even doors,
the artist actually the 7 you guys, kila mtu mwenye alichagulia hapo na Nadia was
kila mtu alikuwa
amazing.
Kila mtu alikuwa unique.
I don't know about the 800 guys, but R7 wote yenyewe wote
kila mtu alikuwa noma, because now it shows you that there is need for more initiatives like that.
That's true.
So that kufungulia even more people more doors. But sasa mseka mimi yangu tu ni I know what I lack na nikiipata at industry tuko ndani, because when it comes to the music over the years nimekuwa as a producer pia nimekuwa polish myself in terms of now the production aspect, in terms of how my music sounds. And the reason why nilianza hivyo because nilikuwa nikienda kwa studio mtu ananiambia wewe ni mnoma, una sound Eminem hivi. Unaona? Mimi sitaki sound Eminem. Mimi nataka sound rhymes unaona? So ikafanya nione, you know what, let me also open my label. You know what, acha ni build up stuff. So that niki feel inspired, sitachukua beat fulani ndo nitatengeneza hiyo beat. Nitaambia bro ni aje, tuko na this idea, able to work on this. Alafu we build up from nivo. So yangu tu ni ile, it's a specific thing I'm lacking, but when it comes to the direction of where my music is going to, niko na clear direction of where I want to be at in terms of now hitting the commercial space.
Oh, that's true. And then let me ask, because there's so many ways people blow up,
yeah.
So for instance, right now we have like the hip hop scene in Achukiliwanga kama, you know, it's a scene where it has gangsters, it has people who deal in drugs, people who, you know, so you have to be unrolled in some type of way to be in hip hop. Is that, you know, that's the
no, haifai kuwa hivyo man. I think hiyo ni a perception because of, as I said, ile stuff nilikuwa nikisema way back when you listen to Nas One Mic ina talk about pia iko na touch of gun violence kidogo as he expresses himself based on hood yake. Mimi nikasema, you know what, I can rap but let me talk about what is happening in Kenya. Unaona? Unachukua the influence, unasema niaje but let me talk about something different using the same mini hip hop. Acha ni rap about maybe maisha. Let me talk about things that are happening within my life. Hata ukisikia some of the songs nimeandika ka Future Bay, ukisikia Alone, ukisikia Intellectual Perception, ukisikia hata hiyo my debut, ni things too about zenye zinanihapenia maybe in my life ama something zime happen in someone's life, but hakuna any form of gun violence. The only gun violence nitasema ni and if you wanna diss, I'ma spin the block. Unaona? Nita pull up the Glock mkitaka unaona kitu kai, hiyo ndo the only violence to MCs, but not ati manzie kwa mtatu na uana. Nah. As in hip hop is a nasemanga music is a way in which you can channel your emotions, ama channel what you feel na itouch mse.
Speaking of that, by the way, I know you have, you know, having a conversation yote through this episode, you have a lot of insight in music. You have a lot. I think we need to even have like a whole series.
Man.
Me and you just to talk. We have so many topics that we can touch on. But let's just finish up with like let me just ask like 2 questions. You talked about music as a way of expressing yourself and talking about, you know, msanii ni wanasemanga kioo cha jamii. There's a song you have inaitwa Ifikie Zakayo, meaning you are talking about reject the finance bill, you know what's been happening in Kenya. You can you know, talk more on that.
Yeah. And hiyo ndo one thing wanasemanga, as an artist you also have to look at different opportunities that come your way.
Yeah.
At your time we needed such a song.
Yeah.
Na hiyo ngoma, I thank God nilitoa hiyo ngoma because
I see it has views.
Hiyo ngoma iko na views.
Ilifika. No.
Hiyo ngoma ilienda
like ilifikia Zakayo but ilifika on ground.
Ilifikia bro. As in mimi nilipost hiyo ngoma like on Thursday hivi. Friday. Yeah, ilikuwa the same Thursday. Nini Arena ikanicall. Hey bro, ni aje tunacheki ngoma yako bro. So come TV kesho, we talk about the song. Nikasema sawa. Kidogo maisha imenicall. Ni aje bro? Tumesikia ngoma, come TV, come radio, talk about the song. Unaona? Love the moment that was happening, the song ilikuwa inapata like 1,000 views a day. Tao. Bro. Hiyo ngoma nilipata like over 500 plus subs because of that particular song. Nilishoot to studio. What your protest nilichukua like different videos because kulikuwa na a lot of clips of people in the streets. So I took a lot of clips.
Actually everyone has videos of the streets then, yeah.
It looks like
So I think that was a good opportunity, and given
a good opportunity.
I remember earlier in the conversation you said, you know, you go with what's trending, you put it. Other year the Gongo one, you drop it even before people even were hopping on.
Jump on it.
So you just have to create. You know, if you haven't created the opportunity, you jump on the opportunity
for yourself. And it's one thing I learned from a big shout out to Finity.
Yeah.
Kuna rapper anaitwa Ed
Finity as well.
Finity alikuwa kwa live yangu akaniambia bro. Any opportunity that nasikia wewe unajua uko fiti because you have a studio.
Yeah.
Any opportunity nasikia bro that happen at what do they need a song sijui nini jump on it.
Luka.
Na nikaona yenyewe umse ana make sense.
Mrima ikiguzwa andika
ina drop. Unaona? So hata kama ulikuwa na an initial inaitwaje track that you wanted to release next week because your time I had something else that I was supposed to release. But nikaona let me write about what is happening.
Yeah.
Nika release ikaenda, unaona, na pia ikaenda nikatafuta na makarao kidogo 2-3 lakini thank God
to abducted zaidi unasikia ngoma zako zimehit.
Man, but
sasa umeshikwa.
But I thank God I released that track because iliniletea a whole new following in terms of now people getting exposed to ngoma zangu. Unaona, it was an amazing me ilinibamba because ilinisaidia when it comes to now following and people now getting to know kuna boy anaitwa Rhymes AB.
Awesome. So, Maze, I'm telling you, we have a lot to talk about. Lakini, that's it for right now. Tutachukua another last break and then we'll wrap this up. Yeah. Yo, and we're back again. Chris Areezy on deck.
Rhymes A to the B.
Yeah, and right about now, I'm about to introduce a new segment inaitwa Guess My Line Challenge.
Okay.
Na hii hapa Mazee umejua kama Lil Wayne anapenda ku freestyle, anaweza sawa hata line zake. Sasa tuone kama Rhymes AB ameshika hizo rhymes zake from A to Z.
Sawa, hata tuone.
So hii ni ngoma moja inaitwa hiyo jina utaniambia jina, that's what you tell me, So it goes like lately overnight not sleeping. Dear Lord, then you finish.
Lately, overnight, not sleeping. Dear Lord. Huh?
Yeah.
Najua ngoma inaitwa change. But your line nimesahau. Lately, overnight, not sleeping. Dear Lord, I feel I'm fading.
Yeah. Dear Lord, me na feel I'm fading.
Bleeding. Sinking, niko on a loop overthinking. Lately, AB, baba mina die will jump in. Dear Lord, let me say this prayer. You change.
Yeah, let's go change. Okay. And I see how changes, like ni change, you need to change. Yeah, by Rhymes AB. By the Rhymes. So your name ni Vileiko Rhymes.
So ni Rhymes alafu AB. So Rhymes high school because ya kuitwa Rhymes sana. Nikaona Rhymes acha ibaki jina alafu AB initials za jina yangu. AB.
Yeah. Song number 2. Toka 10 to 11.
Toka 10 to 11. Ingeza lines zingine mbili.
I'ma make a wave.
Toka 10 to 11 I'ma make a wave.
Yeah.
Toka 10 to 11 I'ma make a wave. Toka 10 to 11 I'ma make.
Hii ni ngoma gani kwanza?
Toka 10 to 11 I'ma make a wave.
Hey.
Guy.
Au ku rhyme na microwave after hii.
Hey, guy. Toka 10 to 11
I'm a make a wave.
Hey. Hebu ongeza lines zingine.
Actually hiyo ndio iko hapa. Hiyo ndio iko hapa.
Hadi toka 10 to 11 I'm a make a wave. Guy, hiyo ni freestyle.
Ni ngoma?
Ni ngoma yangu.
Maybe uli freestyle kwa ngoma.
Toka 10 to 11 I'm a make a wave. Ina sound very familiar but sijui ni ngoma gani.
Nikupatie hint.
Aha.
Kuna msanii mkubwa pia ametoa ako na ngoma kama hiyo. Ako na hiyo initial. Ako na hiyo jina ya hiyo ngoma.
Ako na jina ya the same song.
Yeah.
Toka 10 to 11 I'm a make a wave. Guy.
So the song title, kuna msanii mkubwa Kenya pia kuna the same song title, which was a hit.
Toka 10 to 11 wavy. Ai, niko na
Nikwambie.
combinator wavy.
Two more chances.
Toka 10 to 11 I'm a make a wave. Ina sound very familiar but sijui ni ngoma gani. Guy.
So
Hiyo ni moment.
Sasa hii tuseme umeimpichiwa kwa
Hiyo
hiyo.
nimeimpichiwa kwa hiyo.
Sa Kipchoge.
Man. Unajua Kipchoge na imbaga. Toka 10 to 11 I'm a make a wave. Ya kwanza. Unajua venye amesema nimefikiria ni rap. So nikafikiria ni either.
So mimi nasoma tu. I'm just basically reading.
Toka 10 to 11 I'm a make. Hiyo ni Kipchoge.
Sawa, song number 3.
Yeah.
I'ma be me. Endelea.
Hiyo ndapata aje man.
Sawa. Ama utaniambia jina. I'ma be me, let me really be him.
I'ma be me, let me really be him. Guys, sijui.
Okay, inaitwa Homicide.
Homicide.
Swahili refix.
Bro, ni refix hata sitakumbuka.
Yeah, hata huwezi
What
kumbuka.
the fudge? Hiyo nilifanya kama by the way, bro.
Yeah.
Lakini sawa.
Ndio maana alichagua zile ngumu.
Man.
That's why he's recording.
Ni sawa.
But so that's the segment that we have right there. So
At least nimepata moja.
Umepata moja. 3%.
Hey.
Yeah, maze. So
Umeniwekea Homicide, bro. Hey, wewe nika hata ndakutafutia freestyle yako uone kama utakumbuka.
Yeah, so maze, you know, these Facts Africa music, So of course, we tuliongea from the first episode. So unajua this show is all about talking about music in general. Today we've been privileged to have msanii mkubwa hapa hivi Rhymes AB.
Na pia thank you for having me kama kawa.
Yeah, the channel inaendelea kugrow hivyo. So tunaendelea kuongeza more segments as we keep on going. You guys can also as well chip in mkifeel like yo Areezy na feel like mnaweza fanya hii na hii, tutahadisia. Though tuko na so much that we have in store for you guys. Just wait on it. For today, Maze, I'm also very grateful for you coming on set.
Likewise, man.
Yeah, took your time to come here, show your fans more about yourself. Me mwenyewe now I feel like I know AB. Fun fact, kuna segment ndio fun fact. Fun fact, mimi na AB tunatoka mtaa moja, but siwezi sema in case uko na ops.
Manze na wanaweza nikuja lakini sina mimi I'm a very good guy.
Yeah. If you got ops, usikujie. But hiyo ni fun fact moja. Fun fact ya pili, mimi pia nilianza kuimba na gospel kama yeye. Sijui, I don't know why. Mbona watu
wanaanza like hiyo ndio ilikuwa inaitwaje? That was the only avenue yenye ilikuwa by.
And then gospel I think back in the day was also very dominant. And then pia mimi I was doing the same thing you're doing. Ile mimi sasa yangu ilikuwa ile ngoma kama ile ya Pilipili, this guy alikuwa lakini so me I put my gospel words in like you know.
Nice.
So same thing you did. I also did that back in grade, musical grade, nilikuwa class. But grade 7 huko.
Nice.
That's what I did the same thing. So 2 fun facts. So that's another segment on the show, and it's fun facts. You'll be watching out for that segment as well. And then segments zingine zita come through mdagi. So atuko na Kimenyi is also the co-host of FACKTS Africa music. But he'll be back soon. Sahii alienda kuomboleza kidogo. Mwaka watu wengi by the way, so many people have been going RIP even in the music scene. We have another artist amekufa juzi, One Direction. He was in part of One Direction. It's called Liam Payne. This guy he jumped off a hotel, died.
What?
He was among one of the members of the most selling boy bands ever in history. So it's crazy maze. Hiyo pia ilifanyika ni kama scenario kama Michael Jackson, but it's crazy. But RIP to, you know, everybody hapa nje. 2024 has been crazy. We have legends, maze Gen Z wamekufa wengi. We have to talk about that as well.
Yeah.
Hao ni mashujaa wetu, you know, Kenya. We have a long way to go still. This music, but we also have to talk a little bit about that because it affect.
Yeah,
it's been crazy for us. But yo, again, Rhymes, thank you for coming through. I've been your host, Chris Areezy. You can follow us on all avenues, FACKTS Africa Music. Follow FACKTS Africa, maze, it's a big family. Tuko na NBA, FACKTS Africa NBA. We have FACKTS Africa EPL. We have FACKTS Africa. Yani, it's in general. Just follow us and Chris Areezy personally. You'll find me as Chris Areezy on every avenue. Keep watch for all those other episodes coming through as well your way. Thank you so much guys for staying tuned. Subscribeini, fanyeni hizo vitu zote, finyeni na nawaacha na freestyle nyingine muopoto kutoka kwa Rhymes AB himself.
Kama kao.
Yes sir.
Hey.
Okay.
Okay.
Vitu imeiva.
Ndo naisikia. Rhymes. Hey, I had to harness the power, hope I never shift. I'm tailor-made for the game, guess I'm ever swift. Under uncertainty, I'm ever certain. I'm still addicted to the dream that's beyond the curtain. I never fumble when I'm in my bag. My ball game is ever heavy, though I never brag. J. Cole once said it, nigga, love yours. Make an applause, even if you're really unsure. Let me relearn so to master the pen. Still the higher bidder, living stars in the den. They say I'm top one, after me just name the 9. Still on the king's table, you can never match my prime. I'm so beyond peers, let me be clear. This game is ever certain, though it's unclear. I really wanna reign in this Game of Thrones. So lyrically inclined when I'm in the zone. I'm really handing out clues. It's funny how these niggas wanna keep me on snooze. I've been here 10 years in the game now. I'm the only copper after Jones on the throne now. I'm so immune. To the B, I'm a nigga be like intro beast.
Hey, bro. Yo. Shut up. Yo. Man, enough said.
Yes, y'all. Check it. If I was the one like me, nakwambia ningesha get it. Matrix the nothing, I'm evil and I'm so damn. Kila bash magwash on a nation of chase. But in fact na act kama kwamba niko na fame. Kwa hii act I must on it when niko na game. Niko sanctified kuliko certified padre. Na hizi madre izu keep online brother. So cheza na east, cheza na bestest gade. Mukipinge the PC dive it and play. Wapi ziggy by the way I'm about to show you how we roll. So pick got the scene as a tane on the scenes. One man kwa kila wera hadi kwa magazine. Only way you wanna win.